Gracias.
Shoot, that's what I had.
Well, this is
one by one, yeah. That's cool.
it's one of each. Yeah, but dealing with the Toro again, it's something that's perfect for on the go people who live such as we do. You know, you want to be able to rent vehicles, and for us also, it gives us a chance to rent some fly stuff, man. I can't even front. You know, you can figure to go to a city like Los Angeles or Las Vegas or just, you know, nice places, big cities where you can find some possible exotic cars. I mean, I've seen Bentleys for $300 and $400 a day, but nonetheless, I've seen it. So just having the ability sometimes to drive some of your favorite cars or cars you've always thought about or wished or wanted to drive, you have the opportunity to do so. You know, Porsches, and just a lot of vehicles, period. Just top-notch vehicles that are there for you to have the ability to rent. And like I said, someone who doesn't own a vehicle, I don't pay any car insurance. I don't have any car notes. I don't even pay taxes on a vehicle like I don't own one. So when I do go home or anywhere we choose to go, because, you know, we run and stay out for months at a time, and people say, wow, how do y'all do that? But with that,
other obligations.
Well, not just with that, we're not always running and going for 2 months straight. We may take days or a week off, but it's just not in technically what our home is. It's not in Virginia, it's not in our home state. But we have the opportunity to stop, relax, and you know, call a time out and just chill, get some R&R. We have that opportunity all the time. So just because we stay out for weeks and weeks and weeks, or I should say months and months, that don't mean we'll have the opportunity to stop, rest, and recharge. So that's really what we do. So like I said, a service such as this is perfect for someone who lives the lifestyle that we do, because it gives us some normalcy in different places where we are. Like I said, it's real quick to make it happen. We catch a quick Uber to wherever the home is, get the vehicle, and we're gone. You know, it's not the whole airport thing. It's not that whole process. It's just a lot simpler, just like an Airbnb is. You know, you get online, put up the Airbnb app, pick your home, you know, and move in, so to speak. And you're there for a few days. You got the feel of a home. It's not a hotel. You know it's not a hotel. It's not like a hotel with the little kitchenette that try to fool you into thinking you at home or having some of the, you know, amenities from home. You are literally in a home. Full kitchens. Like, we like to find a good kitchen that works for her, because I know she likes to cook. So it gives her the opportunity to cook good meals in a well-equipped kitchen.
Yes.
As if she would, you know, in her own home. So, you know, just little things like that we kind of psych ourselves out mentally to give ourselves some sense of normalcy, even if it's a false sense. So just little things like that, little tips like that is what I would give to a lot of people that's over the road truckers and teams and husband and wife teams, because that's really what we're about.
Thank you.
You know, trying to take care of and do the things for truckers, period, is what we're about, because we're in trucking.
Right.
But definitely dealing with teams is something that's important to us.
Right. Thank you.
So if you live in that life,
Thank you.
you know, or want to get into trucking, I know a lot of guys who want their wives and, you know, would love to have their significant other drive but can't really get her to do it. You know, I want to be able to provide inspiration. I want to be able to provide information. You know, I want to be able to be the go-to person that a guy can put out one of our videos on.
Right.
And sit and watch with his lady and try to give her a little bump to want to give it a shot, to see that it's ways to do this,
right,
where you can literally have fun, because that's kind of what we're doing. I mean, the job itself is serious. We take it serious. But at the same time, we know we're out here having fun, man. And we're not going to let anything get in the way of that. We're gonna stay out here. We're going to travel around. I mean, it's work. We won't be completely fronting and lying if I try to make it like it was just that sweet, like it's the easiest thing ever. But at the same time, it is. You know, I've been doing it long enough. We've been doing it long enough that it's not the same feeling anymore from day to day. We are able to decide and create what our emotion is from day to day. We can let certain things get on our nerves to a degree, or we can nip it in the bud and stop it, and make sure our day stays incident free as far as like that kind of stuff go. Like we determine what we let get to us.
Right. And then I know, like, you know, for me, after being out here so long and the travel, like my wants and my desires have changed for how I want to live, where I want to live, and just doing it the way we're doing it gives me the opportunity to choose what I want, as opposed to somebody telling me what I want.
Right.
You know, because I don't want to do it like that.
Yeah, I feel that.
But I enjoy it though, you know. And like you said, it is about, you know, making sure that we keep the energy where it need to be, you know, keep the vibe where it need to be at. Because we know why we doing this, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And it's all about the vibe.
Right.
For me, it's all vibe. So yeah, like I said, man, I want people to be able to pull us up, tune in, and see what it's really like if you was to ever choose to live on the road with your old lady, man, or your man for that matter. There's women truck drivers out here that'll love to have that man locked down to get behind the wheel and do this together. Mm-hmm. It works both ways.
Right.
And if you can do it, you know, it's a great thing. I mean, it has its pros and cons, but what doesn't?
We call it a vacation.
Vacation, yeah, for sure. For sure. Because I mean, literally, we're being paid to travel around. My duty on a day-to-day basis is to drive.
Right.
And I get to see things within that drive.
Right.
That when you start compiling those things daily, weekly, it's a certain energy. Right. That don't compare to just doing the same routine every day and being around people who have their own issues, their own problems like that. That whole vibe of being around people who are frustrated daily, if you think that can't or won't affect your mode and your mood, you crazy.
Right. But
like,
you know
like
what?
To be able to just be me and you,
right,
and not have to deal with any. And that's some of what you be saying when it comes to social media.
Right.
Involving yourself or putting yourself in people's situations and circumstances. Because if you didn't have social media and it was just us in the truck and we didn't have to worry about dealing with other people's energies.
Right.
Because that's the only way we get it is through social media.
172nd Street
but
East.
For those who are at home and dealing with your regular job and somewhere every day working with people, like, y'all pick up on each other's vibes and energies.
Right. You gotta work a little harder.
You can come home throughout at the end of your day and be stressed out.
Right.
And a lot of it ain't had nothing to do with your job.
With you.
It was more so just being around people who are just blood sucking and
right,
sucking the energy out of you.
Well, anybody that know us before we even came into trucking, like, you hardly ever saw either one of us walking around like that. And we had some situations where we could have been walking around with some major negative energy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, for what? Right. I mean, because the reality is I ain't going to say every single situation is like this, but most of the time, our situations are created by us. And if it's not created by us and it's something that's out of our control, then, you know, why allow yourself to be frustrated about something that you can't change anyway?
Fact.
You know? So.
That's a fact.
Just, it's wasted energy. It's wasted energy. Because, you know, you work hard and then to not be able to play hard for real. You know what I'm saying? I mean, right now in our life, we're actually enjoying life and really enjoying life without it being like I need to do this because I'm just so frustrated and miserable on a day-to-day basis, and you know, I'm stressed out, so I just, you know, I need to do this or do that in order to kind of relieve what I done been through. Now it's just on some, wow, let's just, I mean, we can finally just breathe a little bit.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And we're trying to, you know, initially when we started our channel, we was doing it to be able to keep in touch with our family and let them see us. But now I realize it's an even greater purpose, because not only do we want them to recognize and realize that there's more than just Virginia. And shout out to VA. I love VA. You know, that's where I'm from. I'm from B-More, y'all.
Oh, Lord.
But I'm saying, though, you know, it's VA is home. But at the end of the day, just because something home don't mean that you have to necessarily live there. Don't mean you got to stay there forever. Your home could be in the projects. You could have been raised in the projects your whole life. So are you going to say, when you start, you know, thinking a little bit better and making a little bit more money, you're going to say, well, I'm going to just stay here because this way is at? That makes absolutely no sense. Now, go back in your community and show them what you did with your life. You know what I'm saying? And how you can take a situation and make the best out of it is something totally different. But we know when we need to be trying to do better.
Yeah. What's good?
West Coast. West Coast, baby.
Yeah.
West Coast, baby.
Yeah.
Scuddy. It's really good.
All right. Come out of there. Come here. Get your feet wiped off, bro. Of course, we've been living in the spot, so this ain't nothing we just giving you off the cuff, brand new. We've been in here since last night, so kitchen area. Son over there doing whatever he do. Kitchen area going on. You already know what she doing, what she love to do. Say what's up.
Peace.
Ain't too much to it.
It's just what he wanted. His new son was born over the weekend. That's a big baby. 8 ounces, or 8 pounds. 13 ounces, right? Mother is Beverly Johnson.
Reason for the season.
Isn't she? Congratulations.
Bathroom. Second bedroom. Washer dryer. I don't know the switch up for that. What, washer dryer? Oh, there we go. Master. Bathroom. Bedroom. Closet. Nice walk-in joint to be, for real, for real. So yeah, like I said, we've been living in it overnight already. So like I said, this ain't showing it to you when it's completely shiny and sparkly. We're gonna put our stank on it a little bit. But this is the, like I said, the deck that's in the back. But yeah, man, I mean, it's a pretty nice spot. So yeah, Airbnb, you mess with it pretty tough. So. Player Anthony Harris.
Okay.
It always feels better when they're all here, right?
I'm still alive.
See how many are supposed to be. How many are you guys looking for?
4.
All right.
Yeah. 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 804 TV. We out here. Beautiful weather today. Beautiful football weather, baby. Let's go for one. Let's go for one. Yeah. Monday night, baby. Let's go for one.
On the top low.
What's good, bro? I didn't recognize you. That nigga wrapped up. Man, yeah, I had to stay warm. Cold out there. What's good, man?
Crying, going on cold, man. What's good, bro?
Damn,
How you doing?
Hey, good.
Yeah. The man, the myth, the legend. They see me post about you all the time, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Southside. The 804 in the building, man. Yeah, they see me post about you all the time, so open this joint up.
Pulled up.
Yeah, you already know.
Pulled up.
Yeah, you know it.
Seattle with it.
Yeah, you know it.
Hey, y'all gotta slide in and get some more seafood. I had some seafood.
From the spot you showed me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up.
What was it called?
I'm gonna look it up.
Brooks Brothers. Yes.
Cause I can do still shots from this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna get you on your phone though.
How you do that? Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna let all y'all know, don't none of y'all chill like Chip chill. Like ain't nobody put him up here like this or nothing. He literally got up here, head on